Hello. Welcome to the Breastfeeding Librarian. So today I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about milk supply. And if you are a slacker, I hear this a lot on social media. I'm a slacker. I'm an oversupplier, or I'm a just enougher. So let me explain those and how it works. I always say breastfeeding, well, not always say, I know that breastfeeding is hormonal, right? So I had a mom that post, she was like, shout out to the just enougers. So y'all, I was like, just enougers? So I know they used to have the slackers, like the moms that don't make enough, and then they have the oversuppliers. But this was my first time hearing the just enougers. So I was like, oh my God, I got to make a video about this because this is getting crazy. So I need to clarify what's going on with these lackers, oversuppliers, or just enougers. So breastfeeding, y'all, I'm working on my YouTube channel while I'm talking to y'all. So I'm multitasking, so bear with me if I'm not looking exactly at you guys, because I try to look into the camera when I'm talking. But if I roam away, I'm just trying to fix all of my videos. YouTube, every video that I post, I have to actually go in and change it. So they basically don't monetize my videos because it's a breastfeeding channel. And I'm like, it's so aggravating, but mothers need this information. So I'm not going to stop, even though it take me more steps to upload my videos. I'm not going to stop. So let's talk about these slackers. And then I got my phone. It's like set up. Y'all know me. It's rigged up. Like I got grease, petroleum jelly. I have or got, it's a fly in here, the Nintendo games, and then I got my phone sitting on top of it. So I got to be real careful so I don't drop the phone. But what I was saying is breastfeeding is hormonal. So say for instance you are a slacker. For instance, you call yourself a slacker. That means that you're slacking when breastfeeding. So if you're a mom that's supplementing, or if you feel like you're not making enough milk, because that happens a lot of times too, when we feel like I'm not making enough milk, so let me supplement. Once you start supplementing, you telling your body you don't need as much milk. So, for instance, you put baby to breast, baby nurse for 5 minutes, and you like, oh, that wasn't long enough. That wasn't long enough. It's hormonal. So when the baby is successfully nursing that breast, if baby stop in 5 minutes, they're done for the moment. You don't have to put something else in their body, like supplement, because I get that a lot of times too. Moms feel like they're not making enough, so they'll breastfeed the baby, and then they'll give them artificial baby milk after they nurse. So now you got to keep in mind the baby tummy is so small. So if you're nursing and they're being satisfied, but in your head you're like, no, they're not getting enough because it's not 15-20 minutes. I hate that number, because every baby nurse according to what they want. So sometimes babies may want a full buffet to where they take both breasts. Sometimes baby may want just a little snack where they just take the breast for 5 minutes. Maybe they want the entree, the appetizer, where they just go back and forth. And then could be cluster feeding, when a baby just tell your body, mommy, I need you to make more milk. So they're just feeding and feeding and feeding. So if you have a mom that feels like this is going on and they feel like they're not making enough milk, then they start giving artificial milk. Now you're telling your body, don't make as much. So now you become on that slacker end, because now your body's not making enough milk because you're not bringing the baby or you're not pumping when it's time for the baby to feed, right? So you have those oversupply milk, the oversupply people, where they're nursing and they're pumping. They're nursing and they're pumping. So now they got their body on full blast, where the body is just like reacting to everything they're asking the body to do. So if you're just nursing, pumping, you're going to make a whole lot of milk. You could feed me and probably everybody on this live right now. So those people tend to say they are the oversuppliers. But that mom that's the slacker can be an oversupplier too if she put in the work. So if you nurse and pump, I don't suggest that, because it can cause your life to feel like it's all about breastfeeding. And that's why a lot of moms stop too, because they don't balance breastfeeding. If you balance breastfeeding, it don't feel like it's too overwhelming. And I think the balance is those just enoughers. Those probably are the moms who are looking at their baby, feeding their baby on demand, and their body has regulated to those feedings. So when they do pump, they're not making as much because now their bodies is on a schedule. Like, oh, okay, the baby come at this time, let me store. So basically breastfeeding works like this. When the baby comes to the body and the baby suckles, the body and the brain memorize how much the baby needs. And then the body continue to replace that. So those just enoughers are the mothers that's doing that. Bringing the baby to the body, just making what the baby need, which is how breastfeeding is supposed to be. Because now you have just what your baby need. You don't have nothing extra, nothing less, which makes life so much better. Okay? It makes life so much better. So if you're just enougher, you just right for your baby. Okay? It's nothing bad. Even if you're an oversupplier, you have moms who just get enthused about making a whole lot of milk, or moms who want to help the world, with providing their milk. So they pump every single day, nurse every single day. Or you have moms that just pump all day long. If you just pump all day long, every hour, you're going to make a whole lot of milk because it's hormonal. So whatever you ask the body for by pumping or nursing, the body continue to replace it. So those slacker moms are the moms who's probably doubting their milk supply, and they begin to supplement. And then when they bring the baby to the body, the baby either fussy because now they're nipple confused, or that mom has already made up in her mind that she's not enough for the baby. So she keeps supplementing, and then she'll bring the baby to the body maybe once or twice at night, and the baby does really well at night, and you're wondering, like, when I do this in the evening, why the baby don't act like this? She acts really, or he or she acts really good at night. Nurse latches on, because you have to keep in mind breastfeeding is also a routine, and breastfeeding is actually a routine as well, because once you sustain it, for instance, if you're a mom, you get formula all day and just nurse all night, your body is going to say, oh, okay, she needs this milk for this time. So when the baby's trying to get on in the daytime and you have this fussy baby, or you have this baby that don't want to latch, you got to keep in mind that the baby is used to getting the bottle at a certain time, so suckling a certain way. The body is not used to making milk because you're not bringing the baby to the body, or you're not pumping. And then at night, you have this baby that you don't want to get up, so you just roll over and you latch the baby on. The baby latch on. The baby is accustomed to that. So if you are that slacker mom, you have to keep in mind your milk, breastfeeding is hormonal. So if you start substituting what you're doing, right? So instead of giving that artificial bottle every time, try to calm the baby down. Wait till baby calm down and put baby back to the body, because now you're going to send a trigger to the body, to the brain. Oh, okay, She's nursing. She's trying to get something at this time. And then your body's going to start making more milk during that time. So if you are a slacker, you feel like you're a slacker, look at what you're doing to make your milk slack. Because it's all in what you do. If you're not breastfeeding and you're not pumping, you're not going to make milk. If you're just enougher and you're bringing a baby to you as often as the baby wants to, and then when you go to pump, you don't make as much because the baby's coming to you on demand. The baby is moving what they need. There's no need to pump. And if you are oversupplier, you're just putting in work. If you're a mom that's pumping 100 ounces a day or 40, 50 ounces a day, 60 ounces a day, you are an oversupplier because you're putting in that work. So I get a lot of moms on here, or a lot of moms on social media, they begin to compare themselves to other moms. All of you guys are different. Each and every one of you guys' schedule is completely different. How, you know, some people could be supplementing, some people could be feeding on demand, some people could be expressing exclusively, some people could just be breastfeeding once a day or twice a day. I say any breast milk that you give your baby is awesome. I don't downplay if you just breastfeeding once. I tell mom, any breast milk that you can give your baby, go for it. Even if it's one time a day. Your body, believe it or not, because a lot of times we just throw in the towel because we either pump one time and it's not enough milk, or the baby gets fussy and we feel like, oh, we just don't have enough milk, and we just throw in the towel. And then at night we'll have this successful feeding every night, and we just throw that away too because the daytime isn't working the way the nighttime is. So even if you're breastfeeding at night and it's working, keep doing it, because your baby is still receiving antibodies. It's helping with brain development. Breast milk does so much. It's not just milk. We make it for a reason. So thank y'all so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so when I drop a video, you'll be the first to see it. And then share this channel with someone. With a new mom, with a breastfeeding mom, with a new dad, with a new cousin, uncle, auntie, someone that don't understand humans milk. Share this channel, because a lot of people don't realize that our bodies, this right here, look, let me show you, right here, this right here, this, how we are created, can do the work. You just have to tell the body, especially a mom. Like, we were meant to multiply. We were made to have babies, and we were made to nurture them. So you just have to know that you can do it, and then you have to get the right support. So if you're a mom and you're out there and you're trying to breastfeed, you have to know that your body is capable of doing it. You just have to find the right support to do it, right? Because every mom, before all of this, all this artificial, all this supplementing with whatever we're supplementing today, women breastfed. And two, like, a lot of times why we don't breastfeed is way back in the days, our babies, black women, our babies was ripped from us. And we had to nurture other Caucasian babies, right? So we had to nurture Caucasian babies. So as a black mother, the reason why our rates are so low is because it started so long ago. It started so long ago to where we felt like, well, not we, but it was a sign that you were poor, or it was a sign that, or it brought back bad memories. Because think about, you just had a baby, and your baby is ripped from your arms, and then you had to nurture someone else's baby, a Caucasian. So this happened years and years ago. And when I first got into breastfeeding, you guys know I'm a lactation specialist. We did a conference, and they went back on like the beginning and why black women, the rates for black women are so low. And when I find out and saw that, you know, years and years and years ago, when, you know, we were maids and slaves, our babies was ripped from us. So that's why a lot of women stop breastfeeding too, because it's like, think about you thinking, oh, okay, somebody else child was on here and I was forced to do it. Like, that's not a beautiful sight. So I know we kind of like off topic, but it goes really, really deep. But God made us to nurture. God made us to multiply. You can do it. If you are that just enougher, you're doing just enough. If you're a slacker, you have to look at what you're doing. And if you're an oversupplier, you're putting in overtime. You're putting in a lot of work. So thank y'all so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the post notifications so when I drop a video, you'll be the first to see it. Okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah. See you guys later. Keyshawn, you want to say hello? Huh? You don't want to say hello, baby? So I want this video to get out there, so I can't show y'all Keyshawn nursing. But as y'all can see, his head, he's nursing. He's on the baboos. So let's make this normal so that it can be normal. Like, the more women see this, the more they're going to have confidence to do it out in public. They're not going to sit in their house for 6-7 months. I had one mom, she sat in her house for 7 months because she wanted to exclusively breastfeed and was fearful to go outside to breastfeed because she didn't want to be, you know, talked about, or she didn't want to be looked at weird. And as much as I would call her and, you know, follow up with her, she wouldn't budge. So once I got, you know, my own platform, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make videos and I'm gonna tell people about my situations and different women and educate them about just, this is normal. In all 50 states, it's legal. You can breastfeed anywhere. You don't have to be covered up. That's why I don't understand why YouTube blocked all my videos, because I'm not doing anything that shouldn't be seen. Like, it needs to be seen for women to feel confident in themselves. So thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on a later video. Keyshawn, you want to say hey, baby? No, he don't want to say hey because he on his baboo. So he don't want to say hey. He don't want to say hey. So see you. Mwah.